Please note that the drinking water fountains are not intended for washing.
Hey, just want to give you an update. Those power upgrades are all done, and not a minute too soon. The other department heads were starting to give me dirty looks anytime we had a brownout. It's not my fault the Comm Array's such a power hog.
A little friction between departments is normal.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, we're all working together, but we still have our own priorities. I suppose a little antagonism's to be expected. Still, I wish Teresa would stop giving me a dead arm every time we pass in the halls. Some of Cassandra's equipment got fried by a power surge, and boy, was she not happy. With the wiring here being the mess it is, there'll still be an odd fluctuation. But overall, the power should be a lot more stable now. Good job. Oh, and don't forget about those terminals. Could still do with getting them all networked. Anyway, I'll see you later.
Hey.
You see, now that we have both the computers and our power upgraded, I was thinking maybe we could try to do something a bit more ambitious.
Like what?
Well, we could try improving the HQ's antenna. Don't get me wrong, what we've got already is pretty damn good. But I think, with a large enough team, I might be able to engineer some new parts that could take full advantage of the comm array.
There's more to this, isn't there?
Well, yeah, there is. I'm also hoping this might allow us to send out clear radio signals. You know, so I can send out a message that maybe Laura might hear.
Sure. Let's do it.
I'll add the assignment to the board. Up to you when we do it, but I'd recommend as soon as possible. Anyway, that was all. I'll catch you later.
This is a secure...
Hello?
Hey, we just completed work on the antenna project. The team you assigned did a great job assisting. Everything went as expected. Speaking of assistance, if you got some free time, I could use you back at the HQ. There's something I'd like your help with.
Whoa. You're excited. What is it?
Well, it's got to do with the antenna. There's something I want to do with it, and I'd like your input.
Maybe this could wait. I'm busy right now.
That's okay, you got a lot on your plate. But when you are free, head on back and find me. I'll be in the Commonwealth room.
Hey there.
Hey, darling. Good to see you. The new antenna parts are working exactly as we hoped. Thanks to the improved bandwidth, settlements are already receiving the benefit. We're getting crystal clear signals from all our ASAMs. And seeing that has given me an idea. I'd like you to help me with something. Something personal.
Tell me what it is.
I want to record a new radio message for Laura. I want to tell her about all our new settlements. About how thanks to the HQ and our upgrades, some might even grow bigger and better than somewhere like Diamond City. And I'd like you to record a few words too.
Why me?
Well, you are kind of famous, you know. You're the Vault Dweller, the sole survivor. The things you've done, that gets people's respect.
Why? What's this all about?
Even if Laura heard my message about the new settlements and told her mom, I doubt Caitlin would believe it. But I was thinking, maybe if they heard you talking about this stuff as well, they'd know I'm not just making it all up.
Sure, I can do that.
Great. Hang on, let me just set up a few things. Okay, we're ready. Hey there, sweetie. It's your dad. Sorry it's been a while. There's a lot of things that need my attention recently. But with my partner's help, we've been doing a lot of good work. Speaking of my partner, I've got someone who would like to say hello. Go ahead, darling. Introduce yourself.
Hey there, pal.
They're the one I told you all about. The Vault Dweller from the past. It's thanks to her we've made so much progress building settlements. They're helping to rebuild the Commonwealth. And I wouldn't be surprised if very soon the entire region becomes a thriving metropolis. Just like Sanford used to be.
I didn't do it alone.
That's true. We have had a lot of help. It's not just me and my partner. Others have joined the cause too. Even the people of the Commonwealth are lending a hand. things are changing here. For the better. I don't know if you and your mom have found somewhere to settle down yet, or if you're still searching. But I don't think you'll find anywhere better than what we've made here in the Commonwealth, and things are only going to keep improving. So, make sure your mom hears all about it, okay? All right then. I hope to see you soon, sweetheart. Bye for now. Huh. That went rather well, I think. Thanks for helping out. I don't know if Laura will ever hear that message, but it felt good to record it. All right, moving on. Now that the antenna's been improved, there's something else I'd like us to try. Now, I told you about those strange parts the gunners added to the comm hub, right?
Yeah?
Well, since I didn't know what any of it was, I decided to play it safe and just disconnect it all. But I've been thinking, the gunners added those parts for a reason. So maybe some of that hardware might be useful to us. So what I'd like to do is to try incorporating some of these parts into the comm array.
Why don't you try it yourself? For science.
Well, I could do it, but it would take a long time. And to be perfectly honest, my expertise and disposition are a little lacking for this particular task. So before we try to integrate any of these parts, we need to learn the function of each of them. For this, we're going to need a whole team well-versed in careful theorizing, experimentation, and analysis. We're going to need a bunch of scientists. I've already spoken to Cassandra, and she seemed willing for her and her crew to take on the task. I added the project to her board, so when you're ready, go assign it so everyone can get to work. All right, that's all for now. I'll catch you later.
Regarding bathroom amenities, the Facilities Department has successfully refurbished another set of bathrooms for your improved convenience. An announcement from the admin team. Think before being used on live patients.
Excuse me.
Welcome home. We finished combing over the hub components. It's a good thing you and our little visionary had the foresight to assign it to us before using them. Otherwise, it's likely you'd have been down a couple of limbs, some staff, and an entire building. You see, one of the components was rigged with a rather elegant booby trap.
What happened? What have they done?
1 part corrosive, 1 part EMP, and 2 parts biotoxin. A nasty cocktail that would have destroyed the machine and killed anyone in the HQ. I suspect the gunners plan to use it as a type of insurance. What's odd is that it was on a remote trigger, but it didn't go off. Maybe you killed all the gunners that knew about it. Maybe the trigger malfunctioned. Maybe we're just very, very lucky.
Being cautious. Not a bad call.
We've disabled the trap and put everything back together. I'm pleased to report that the only damage done was to Cedric's nerves. He jumped any time there was a spark noise or when I happened to clap my hands and say boom. Really, he should have learned by the 5th time. I can't imagine anyone would mind, but I took the initiative to repurpose the gunner's trap into something a bit more portable and throwable. While of course I don't condone the use of violence and blah blah blah, the irony does tickle my sensibilities.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Use it responsibly. Weapons are not my favorite thing to create, but I'm trusting you'll put them to good use. Now something tells me Jake is anxious for your attention, so you should probably go talk with him. Bye for now.
Hey there. Perfect timing. Cassandra gave me the report on all those components. Still can't believe one of them was rigged to blow up. I never would have noticed something like that. Not until it was too late. Wonder why the gunners would put something like that into the hub. Maybe some kind of insurance?
You're safe now. That's all that matters.
You're right. No use worrying over what might have happened. Anyway, the rest of the components check out and are safe to install. Each component comes with a unique benefit. The one I'm most excited about will make the array more energy efficient. But there's also one that would extend the array's broadcast range. That would come in handy if we wanted to start using ASAMs further afield. Not that I'm saying we should do that right now, but it might be useful in the future.
So what happens now?
I suggest our next project should be to install all these new parts. Really kick the comm array up a notch. I'll put the assignment on the board. You know the drill by now, so I'll let you get to it. See you later.
It's a nice day.
The Commonwealth is thick with derelict signals, old and new. You may just be jumping to conclusions.
Lupe and Mansfield heard it too. We can't all be wrong.
I'd say I told you so, but...
Don't be an ass.
Tell me what's going on.
Oh, darling. Thank God you're here. Let me get you up to speed. We finished upgrading the comm array with those new parts, and everything was working. In fact, if anything, it was all working a little too well.
What makes you say that?
After we installed the parts and rebooted the array, we started hearing a bunch of new radio signals.
You recall that small issue we had, where the old comm hub was intercepting certain radio frequencies?
Yes, of course.
Well, we've kind of got a similar situation, only it's a little more complicated.
Okay. Show me.
Sure, just give me a second here. Okay, so, after we turned the array back on, well, this is what we heard. Here, listen for yourself.
What is this?
I know it's hard to make anything out, but me and Lupe managed to isolate and clean up each signal, and, well...
It's radio chatter from all the other groups out there in the Commonwealth.
That's right. And after listening to them all, it seems recently there's only one thing on everyone's mind.
Us! Everyone out there is talking and sharing information about us!
Huh. Looks like we started to make some real waves in the Commonwealth.
What info are you talking about?
We've yet to go through everything we recorded, but mostly everyone's talking about how we defeated the gunners. Some groups seem concerned about it, others grateful. But the main takeaway seems to be, we're on everyone's radar now.
That's cool.
Well, that's certainly one way to think about it. After hearing all those people talking about us, I was curious to see just how far our newfound notoriety had spread. So I increased the sensitivity on the antenna's tuner, and that's when we heard... It was only for a few seconds, but me, Lupe, and Mansfield, we heard radio communications from the gunners.
You said gunners are out there?
That's right. At least, I'm pretty sure it was them. Like I said, we only intercepted the comms for a few seconds. After that, I figured the most prudent course of action was to radio you, inform the other department heads, and then have Lupe try to re-establish the radio link. And that pretty much brings us to where we are.
Do you know where they're coming from?
Not yet, but we do know it's somewhere outside our usual stomping grounds. I think that maybe...
Hey, I think I just found the comm signal again.
Wait, really?
What are you waiting for, kid? Let's hear it.
Go ahead.
Alpha Golf 1, this is Spearhead Command. What's the holdup? Over.
Spearhead Command, this is AG-1 Lee. I've ordered a halt on all strike convoy movement. Large pack of shamblers spotted ahead. AGs 1 through 16 holding position. Group of conscripts ordered ahead to clear route. ET 6 hours until convoy move. Over.
Understood, AG Lead. Good call in sending the conscripts. No use wasting real gunners on ferals. Over.
My thinking exactly, Spearhead. We'll need our real troops fresh for when we finally reach Boston. How are things back at Province Bay? We get those reinforcements yet? Over.
Affirmative, AG Lead. Mercs and Civi contractors are being coached on regs. Expect their deployment with the next batch. Over.
Good to hear. With the extra firepower, those bastard resurgents won't know what hit them. First, we'll take back the plaza. Then, the Commonwealth. No one messes with the gunners and gets away with it. Over and out.
Oh no, not again.
That voice. Was that who I think it was? Berman?
Berman? You mean that gunner that stole the comm hub? You didn't kill him? When we took the plaza, I went along with your little mercy plan. But I never expected you'd be so stupid as to let that guy live.
I don't need a lecture.
Never mind about that. Did you hear what they said? They're coming back to Boston.
Strike convoy, conscripts, and contractors? Those gunners aren't just coming back. They're returning with an army.
An army? What are we gonna do?
Moving an entire army is no small feat. I dare say there's plenty of time for us to prepare.
I can't believe this is happening! Everything was going so well!
Believe it. They are coming back. And I doubt they'll be content with just a skirmish or two. We can expect a full-scale war.
Then I suppose we don't really have a choice in the matter, do we? Well, darling, seems we'll all be relying on your leadership yet again. Because if there's anyone who can guide us through this, it's you.
Don't worry. We'll take care of the Commonwealth together. How's it going?
Hey, we gonna fight the gunners again or what? Or are you just gonna roll over and let them do whatever they want? Sorry, I'm the one who rolled over when the gunners first came to our old settlement. Look, I don't want to do that again. I want to fight these bastards. So, just tell me what I can do to help.
Jackson
Hey
assured
there.
I was well
I knew
built
we
for
hadn't seen the
travel.
last
His
of the gunners.
modifications will be adequate
This
for
is too
quite some
soon.
time.
The only explanation is that someone else out there is pulling the strings. Whatever. You need something?
Hi.
Oh, hello. Have you come to check up on me? You needn't bother. Maybe the old Mansfield would have been scared of a gunner army.
Hey there.
Yes?
Excuse me. Hello?
Yeah? These clothes are going to need a lot of work to get them clean
What's the
and
matter?
patched up.
Huh? Yes? What can I do for you? Why, hello.
Huh?
Hey there.
Hey, don't worry about the gunners, okay? We'll all do everything we can to get ready. You can count on all of us. So, was there anything you needed?
Just saying hello.
That was a good speech you gave. Short and sweet. I guess we shouldn't be surprised there are still gunners out there. But still, I didn't think we'd need to worry about them so soon. Do you think we're ready for this? A war with the gunners?
That doesn't matter.
You're right. We gotta deal with it regardless. We'll need to get the HQ in tip-top shape for what's coming. So whilst we still have the time, let's do everything we can. Oh, and, darling?
You okay?
What you said a while back about you and me, maybe being more than just friends, I haven't forgotten about that. But for now, I think I need to focus on this gunner business. But maybe once things calm down a little bit, well, let's just say I'm also interested in being more than just friends. Anyway, we got a lot of work ahead of us. So, what are your orders, Chief?